This is Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling, with Platinum versus Smackdown. And what we had here, it was from June 25th, 2021. Well, what we had here is an attempt to return to the things that have been working, and an attempt to move some things forward, and the reintroduction of Edge in a big bad way. So let's just jump right into it. We're in the post Hell in the Cell edition. We're still at the Yuengling Center with the Thunderdome in Tampa, Florida. Paul Heyman is with Roman Reigns in his locker room suite. Long story short, Jey Uso's still not there. Jimmy Uso being asked to step up and prove himself. We got Michael Cole with Pat McAfee, and that Roman Reigns is going to give a State of the Universal title address later on. Bianca Belair is going to be in our mixed tag opener, which I think is actually pretty cool and has actually been set up. So Belair got the Hell in a Cell win over Bayley. Belair takes the mic and hypes up that they're going to return to crowd soon. She's about to whoop up on Bayley again. Belair's talking about bullies, raises the title. Out comes Seth Rollins. Rollins says he also won in Hell in a Cell. He brags, he gets booed. Bayley enters the ring, gets in Belair's face. Here we go. So we got Bianca Belair and Cesaro against Seth Rollins and Bayley in a segment that, man, they really stretched that beginning part out. The match itself is really good. At the end of the day, though, Seth Rollins makes sure that Belair can't get her finisher on Bayley. That leads to Bayley getting the Rose Plant for the win. And it's the thing that makes sense if what you want is Bayley to have another title shot for sure. Jimmy Uso's backstage pacing around. We get that he's very nervous about what he's going to have to do to prove himself. Makes sense. They're going to do an official coronation for King Shinsuke. We're back from the break, and Uso stops Heyman, asking what Roman Reigns by prove it. Heyman says, basically Reigns is the head of the table like he's supposed to be, but he needs a right-hand man. Heyman offers Jimmy to get Jimmy a match, and that there might be some issues if he loses. Okay. So we got the official coronation. Rick Boogs has a mic and the guitar. He gives a grand introduction for Nakamura, and out he comes in all white. Boogs plays his entrance on the guitar. Corbin's walking backstage and just calls him Baron Corbin. Corbin says he's lost it all, not just his crown. And then he's dejected and he leaves. So Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville are backstage rocking out to Boogs and Nakamura. Seth Rollins walks in. He says he should be Reigns' next challenger and all that kind of stuff. Pearce says they're not going to make that decision yet. And that is that. Money in the Bank qualifying match. We got Apollo Crews against Big E. It's a good, solid match, as these guys tend to work, and Big E gets the win. He gets out of a roll-up and hits his finisher. That's something that happens multiple times tonight, by the way. Why does the WWE... maybe it's true that, the person who's writing SmackDown is Bruce Pritchard, because that's a Bruce Pritchard thing, is... oh, that finish works, let's do it multiple times in the same show. It's just so strange that they have that kind of sloppy stuff happening. It's very weird. We see some stills of Sami Zayn's win over Kevin Owens. Sami's ranting about conspiracy theories and all this kind of stuff. Sonya Deville comes to the ring as Hamilton introduces her. And so Deville's going to make her first selection for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And then we get Uso and Dolph Ziggler announced for the night. Sami Zayn approaches Adam Pearce and says he's not happy about having to wrestle Kevin Owens in a Money in the Bank qualifying match. And then Pierce ups it and says it's going to be a last man standing match. Sammy walks off and Pierce looks surprised because Sammy isn't happy about that. Weird. Sonya Deville has the mic. Her first selection for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Here comes Carmella. Carmella takes the mic and reminds us she's a 2-time Money in the Bank winner. She's the most beautiful woman, etc., etc., etc. Here comes Liv Morgan with a mic. Morgan mocks Carmella. So they're going to have a match. That's the long and short of it. And Liv Morgan manages to win with a, of course, roll-up. Jimmy Uso's back there talking. He says he dedicates this match to his family and Jey Uso, and he hopes Roman Reigns is watching. Jimmy Uso against Dolph Ziggler. Jimmy Uso has trouble, but does manage to beat Dolph Ziggler, and Reigns does not look happy about it. Maybe because the win was a struggle. I don't know. We go back to the ring. Here comes Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman. Pyro, all that kind of good stuff. So basically, they've beaten everybody is the long and short of it. Edge comes out, whoops up on him. They fight back and forth, but Edge has him in a position to do the concerto. Jimmy comes, and they fight, Jimmy and Edge. So he saves Roman for a while, but Edge spears him through the barrier. That allows Reigns to kind of get away. And so it goes. Very workmanlike show. With some strange revivals of a finish. And the roll-up love, of course.